The Doctor's Path. My name is Mark. I am 67 years old. I am a doctor now in a small town. I help sick people every day. My life is good, but my life was not always easy. It was very hard sometimes. This is my story. It is about a promise. This story is a promise I made to my uncle. His name was John. He was my best friend and a very good man. He lived with my family in our small house. He had a big, happy smile, and he told the best stories. He taught me how to fish in the nearby river. His laugh was a loud and joyful sound in our home. It made me feel safe. Subscribe my channel Alicia English Story for more stories. Our family was very poor, you see. We did not have much money. We had food and love, but no money for extra things. One cold winter, my uncle got very sick. He had a bad cough that did not stop. We thought it was just a small cold, but the cough did not go away. It got worse and worse. He became very weak and had to stay in bed all day long. We all knew that he needed a real doctor, but a doctor costs a lot of money. We did not have that money at the time, so I watched him get weaker every single day. His big laugh became a quiet and painful sound. I felt so very helpless. One morning he was very still and quiet. He did not wake up again. The house became silent. His laugh was gone forever. He was gone, and I was very sad. At his funeral, I made a silent promise. I will be a doctor. I will help people. My promise was now my only goal. School became very important to me. It was the first step on my long and hard path. I read my books all the time. The other kids played fun games outside. I did not play. I just stayed inside and read. My family was still very poor. I needed to help them, so I got a job after my school day. I washed dishes. The restaurant was small and busy. I would go home late at night. I was always very, very tired from the hard work. But then I would see my school books on my small desk. I would remember my promise, and I would find a new energy inside. A kind teacher saw that I worked hard. Her name was Mrs. Clark. She was my science teacher, and she was very nice. She gave me some of her old science books to read. She also stayed after school to help me with the hard parts. She was not in my family, but she believed in me. She said, "Mark, you are very smart. I think you can do this." But other people just laughed at me. They said, "A poor boy like you cannot be a doctor. It is not possible." My friend said, "It is too hard, Mark. It costs too much money. Boys like us do not become doctors." This made me feel sad. For a few days, I felt truly hopeless. Maybe all of them were right. Maybe my dream was just too big for me. But then I saw a photo of my Uncle John. He was smiling in the picture. I remembered my important promise to him. I decided I would not stop my work. I would show them all. I finished my school. My grades were very good. I got a letter from a big school, a university. The letter said, "Yes, you can come." My whole family was very happy, but I was happy and also very scared. The big school cost a lot of money. It was like a new high mountain to climb. so I knew I had to work even more. I found 2 jobs at the school. I cleaned floors, and I served food to other students. My days were very long and full. I went to my class, then I went to work, and then I read my books. I was always tired. This new school was a different world. The other students were rich. I felt like I was not the same as them. I felt alone. I started to doubt myself again. Was I good enough to be here? Was I smart enough? Maybe I should just go home. I had one class that was very hard. The class was chemistry. I did not understand it. My grade on a test was very bad. I felt like a complete failure. I thought about quitting the school. The mountain felt too high. I wanted to give up, but I closed my eyes for a moment. I thought of my uncle. I heard Mrs. Clark's kind voice, so I decided to ask for help. I went to my chemistry teacher. He was a strict man, and I was afraid, but I told him my whole story. I told him why. He saw that I wanted to learn. He saw I worked very hard, so he said he would help me. He gave me more work to do. He helped me after my class was over. My grades got better and better. I passed the final test. It was a very good day. I learned a new and important lesson. It is okay to need some help. It is very strong to ask for help when you need it. After 4 long years later, I finished the big school. Now it was time for doctor school. This was my big dream coming true. I got a new white coat, a doctor's coat. I looked in the mirror. I was not a small, sad boy anymore. I thought about my Uncle John at that moment. I was on the right path. I was here to keep my promise. I felt so proud. But becoming a doctor was very, very hard. It was harder than I imagined. The days were long, the nights were very short. There was so much to learn. We read big books all the time. The work never stopped. It was not heroic, just very hard. Then I started to work in the real hospital. One night an old woman was very sick. Her heart was bad and she was weak. All of the doctors ran to her room. We worked very hard to help her. We had good machines and good medicine there. But we could not save her. She died that night. Her family was there with her. They cried, and I was so sad. My heart felt broken. I thought I had failed. I wanted to be a doctor so people would not die, but she still died. I started to question everything again. Why am I doing this? What is the point of my promise if I cannot save everyone? A senior doctor saw my sad face. Her name was Dr. Jenny. She was very wise. She talked to me one evening. I told her all about my uncle. I told her I felt my promise was broken. She listened very patiently to my story. Then she gave me some new wisdom. "Mark," she said, "we cannot stop death. That is not our real job as doctors. Our job is to fight for good days. We help give people more time with their families. That is our job." Dr. Jenny's words were like a bright light in my darkness. My vow was not broken. My understanding was just small, like a child's. My goal was not to stop death. My real goal was to help people live better lives. I could help them live longer. This new idea gave me real strength. I finished doctor school. Now I had a mature reason for all my hard work. I finally graduated and was a real doctor. People called me Dr. Mark Reyes. It felt both strange and wonderful. I had many choices in front of me now. I could get a good job in a big city. I could make a lot of money there. But I did not think about money. I thought about my old home. I thought about the poor families in my neighborhood. They did not have a doctor to help them. They were like my family was. My choice was very clear to me. I did not take the big city job. Instead, I went back home, to the place where my story started. I used my savings to open a small clinic. It was a doctor's office for the people in my old town. My new clinic was small, but it was very clean and bright. My mom and dad helped me paint all the walls. They were so proud. Running the clinic was very difficult. I did not have fancy machines, but people from the town came to see me. They trusted me. I helped the little children with fevers. I helped their parents with their pains. I was their doctor, and it felt right. I worked long hours every single day. I was always tired, but this was a good kind of tired. I was helping people. I could not save everyone, of course. I still lost patience sometimes, but I never felt like a failure again. I just did my best. I knew I was giving them a real fighting chance. I was easing their pain. I gave them more good days. That was my victory. I hope this session was helpful. Please like and subscribe to our channel for more such interesting stories. Take care, everyone.